What's going on, my kings and queens? If you are watching this right now, you are tuned into the right frequency. You are at the right space at the right time, just where you need to be. I'm back with another phone video, so we're going to get right into it. Welcome to Grinding with Zaddy and Ngeniuss Way, where we talk about different topics to help you grow emotionally, mentally, and physically to boost your overall energetic vibration. So let's hop right into it. It is not your job. I'm gonna repeat this one more time for the people in the back so you can hear me. It is not your job. What am I talking about? Okay, in life, you're gonna connect and interact with certain people. My fault, I'm sweating. I just came from the gym. I don't care, really don't, because we're finna get into this topic. In life, you are gonna connect and build relationships with people regardless of your intent, regardless of the things that you do to help build this relationship. The other person will have a viewpoint and a perspective of who you are, right? Now, a lot of times we grow to feel entitled for the way someone else thinks about us. This theory has been bubbling in my mind for quite some time, especially with everything going on right now with, just turn on the news, you'll see what's going on. I will not spend time and make it my job in order to force someone else to feel about me a certain way. If this person over here thinks I'm a bad person from the color of my skin, I'm at peace with that. I will never spend energy to force this person to change his opinion on who he thinks I am. Now, this goes into, I didn't want to make this video about race. I'm talking about regular relationships with friends, family, whoever you have a connection with. That is what this video is about. Now, if you have a relationship with another person, your partner, you can do everything with great intent. You can go to the moon and back. If that person thinks you're a bad person, remove yourself from the situation and don't hold yourself entitled to force, oh no, this person is going to know how good I am. Some people just don't want to know how good someone is because they're dealing with something inside themselves. Hurt people hurt people. Misery loves company. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, think about it like this. This goes for women and men. There could be a group of, I'll go to the men's perspective first. You could have a group of guys who've been friends and they're cool with each other, and the majority of their topics revolve around how crappy women are, right? Now, let's say one person in that group decides to get into a relationship and lock down because they found a good woman. That person no longer has the same sentiment of that group. So that group will do everything in their power to bring that relationship back down so they can have that company. You get what I'm saying? Misery loves company. Even in, let's look at family, some families. Some of my friends have told me about their parents trying to tear down their actual relationship with a significant other. Why is that? Are they tearing down the relationship because it's a bad relationship? That can't be the case because, one, they're not in the relationship. They have no clue what's actually physically going on. The only two people who know what's going on in a relationship is those two people, period. Now, the parent will try to tear that down because their relationship is not bad. So to involve that company, your relationship can't be good as well. And that is the problem with the way we live in society nowadays. We will take our own perspectives and put it on everyone else. And that's not how we're supposed to live life. Everyone has their own path. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. And everyone has their own way of solving those problems. Now, who am I to come into your relationship with another person and tear it down just because I'm not having good relationships myself? Does that make sense? Never. Don't do that. Now, since we've gotten that topic cleared and understood, these are the steps you need to take moving forward. The way someone feels about you, if it goes against your integrity and your intent and the well-being of you as a person and as a human being, remove yourself from that connection. Period. One person who thinks you are a crappy person, you can find 100 other people that you can actually help. Does that make sense? So, instead of going to the stars and back for someone who still is going to look at you into a certain light, don't stop going to the moon and back for people. That's not the way to do it. Take your positive energy elsewhere where it's more appreciated. It's not your job. Certain people have to deal with their own problems. Certain people have to cross their own crossroads. And when they spew that hate and their issues into your segment and mess up your train of thinking and bring down your energetic vibrations, move on. It is not your job to fix that. You can't control that. Back to the race thing. If this person doesn't, let me tell y'all a story. I'm gonna give y'all one little story and get off on this tangent. Like I said, I did not want this video to be about race, but since it's going on right now, I want to give you guys perspective and insight. I run Solarshot weddings with a couple of my buddies. So Solarshot Weddings is a multimedia development company particularly geared around weddings. So if you have a wedding coming up, you want to take engagement pictures, you need to build a wedding website with RSVP, anything wedding related on the tech and media side, you go to Solarshot Weddings for that, right? Now, we don't have our faces and the way we look on that brand. So you literally go to that brand, go to that website, see the work, and you make your selection on if you want this brand to cover your wedding based on what you see. There has been multiple weddings that I have gone to where my first time actually meeting the bride and groom face to face is when we're walking in the building. Now, this doesn't happen all the time. I'm not putting this on everybody. Each person is their own individual person. I agree with that 1,000%. There are bad people in every race and there are great people in every race, period. But there have been multiple times where I have walked into a wedding and the other person that I shoot with is also a person of color as well. And I've walked into a wedding and received the most odd looks. Who are these guys and what are they doing here? And I'm just like, well, here we go. Let's just make this the best wedding video we've ever done. Let's come out with the best wedding pictures that we have ever had. Let's get it. That person looks at me a certain way. He doesn't feel about me a certain way. She doesn't feel it. I don't care. I'm here for one job and one job only, to make your wedding the best experience possible. So when you're looking at your pictures and your videos 2, 3, 5 years from now, you feel like you're reenacting and pulling up those same feelings from the actual day. That is my job when I get there. I don't have any emotion towards what people think. And let me tell you what typically happens when I go into weddings like this. Typically towards the end, once we've done the ceremony, once we have done the reception, all the toasts have had, we're on the dance floor, drinks have been thrown back, so people are in their cups. And you know, when people get in their cups, they start to speak and say things that are actually coming from their true feelings. And these weddings that I'm talking about that I will go to with my buddy and do these things, we hear it all the time. You know what? You're actually a cool person, Zay. You actually, yeah, you're a well-spoken dude. And I'm just like, oh, I appreciate that. Positive every time. And I know the underlying tone of that message. Underlying tone is, I already had a preconceived notion of what this particular person is going to be like. Now that they have shown me, oh, you know what? You're not like all of them. I actually like, you're cool. I was cool from the jump, but you let your preconceived notions already deter your position on how you feel about me. And that happens too many times. When I go there, my job is not to flip your preconceived notion on how you feel about me. Think whatever you want to think about me. I don't care. I'm at peace with how I feel about myself. And when you become at peace with how you feel about yourself, all of these type of problems and issues are wiped across and going out the window. That's all I got for today. If you got any questions, if you got any comments that you want to add to this topic, you know what to do. Add them in the comments below. Like I said, like, subscribe. We're going to grow and get to the top together. I'm out.